The air in Houston was thick with anticipation, a humid blanket clinging to the city as the sun began to dip below the horizon. The lights of NRG Stadium blazed, a beacon calling fans from across the region. You could feel the energy building, a palpable buzz that crackled through the air. This was more than just a football match. It transcended the boundaries of a typical sporting event. It was a clash of national pride, a showcase of talent, and a battle for bragging rights in the CONCACAF region. The hopes and dreams of two nations rested on the shoulders of the players about to take the field. It was the knockout stage of the CONCACAF Gold Cup, where every pass, every tackle, every shot carried immense weight. The margin for error was razor thin, and one mistake could spell the end of a team's tournament aspirations. The coveted Gold Cup trophy gleamed under the stadium lights, a symbol of the ultimate prize. For the United States men's national team, a young, hungry squad, eager to make their mark on the international stage, this tournament represented a golden opportunity. They were a team brimming with potential, a blend of seasoned veterans and exciting young prospects. This was their chance to prove themselves, to demonstrate that they could compete with the best in the region and beyond. To show the world the new generation of American soccer was ready to compete. Each player carried the weight of expectation, knowing that their performance would be scrutinized by millions. Their opponent, Costa Rica, a nation with a deep-rooted passion for the beautiful game. A team with a rich footballing heritage, a history of defying expectations and achieving remarkable feats on the world stage. They were a team steeped in tradition, known for their tactical discipline and unwavering spirit, and a burning desire to reclaim regional glory, to reassert their dominance in CONCACAF. They had tasted success before, and they were determined to experience it again. The Costa Ricans were hungry, driven by a collective ambition to etch their names in the annals of football history. The stakes, a semi-final berth, a place among the final four, and a shot at defending their continental crown, the chance to lift the coveted Gold Cup trophy and cement their legacy as champions. The path to glory was fraught with challenges, but the ultimate reward was well worth the fight. The USMNT, filled with rising stars and MLS standouts, players eager to prove their worth on the international stage, saw the Gold Cup as a proving ground, an opportunity to showcase their talent and stake their claim for a permanent place in the national team setup. A win would energize the fan base, igniting a renewed passion for soccer across the nation, and propel them closer to another trophy, a tangible symbol of their hard work, dedication, and unwavering belief in their abilities. NRG Stadium was a sea of red, white, and blue, a vibrant display of American pride and unwavering support for their team, with Costa Rican red scattered throughout, a testament to the passionate support of the visiting fans. The noise was deafening, a cacophony of cheers, chants, and the rhythmic beat of drums. The tension electric, a palpable sense of anticipation hanging in the air. This was a clash of cultures, a celebration of the global appeal of soccer, a battle for regional supremacy, a contest between two proud nations vying for a place at the top of the CONCACAF hierarchy. The USMNT carried the weight of a nation's expectations, the hopes of millions resting on their shoulders. Costa Rica, veterans of the world stage, seasoned campaigners with a wealth of experience, arrived with a clear plan: frustrate the Americans and capitalize on mistakes, a strategy designed to stifle the USMNT's attacking prowess and exploit any defensive vulnerabilities. The stage was set for a dramatic, nerve-wracking 90 minutes, a contest that promised to be filled with twists, turns, and moments of high drama. A classic CONCACAF showdown was about to unfold, a battle between two rivals with everything to play for. The match exploded into action, neither team willing to sit back. The U.S., fueled by the home crowd, pressed hard from the start, their midfield buzzed, connecting passes and driving forward. Just 15 minutes in, Diego Luna delivered a curling shot from outside the box, top corner 1-0 US. The stadium erupted. Luna's moment of brilliance had given the Americans the perfect start. Costa Rica was forced to chase opening up space for U.S. attackers. The U.S. played with confidence, pressing for a second. The early goal settled nerves and filled the squad with belief. The opening salvo had been fired, the U.S. landed the first blow. The path to the semifinals suddenly looked clearer. In CONCACAF, no lead is safe. Costa Rica responded with grit, winning midfield battles and disrupting the U.S. rhythm. Their persistence paid off before the half-hour mark. A set piece, a scramble, and veteran Francisco Calvo headed home the equalizer. The Costa Rican fans erupted, The U.S. supporters were stunned. It was a harsh lesson for the young American defense. The momentum shifted, and the match became a tense end-to-end battle. Both teams had chances, but the halftime whistle blew with the score tied at 1. The match was perfectly poised. The second half promised even more drama. The second half began with both teams playing cautiously, a stark contrast to the open, attacking play we saw in the first 45 minutes. Both sides seemed content to probe and test the waters, feeling each other out after the restart. The midfield became a congested battleground, with every pass and tackle fiercely contested. Knowing the next goal could be decisive, a potential game-changer that would swing the momentum entirely. The players' faces reflected the gravity of the situation, etched with determination and a hint of anxiety. Every challenge was met with unwavering commitment, every run made with purpose. The U.S. coaching staff urged patience from the sidelines, emphasizing the importance of maintaining possession and avoiding unnecessary risks. They were wary of Costa Rica's counterattack, a constant threat that loomed large in their tactical calculations. The coaches huddled, discussing potential adjustments and substitutions to inject fresh energy into the team. The tension in the stadium grew with every minute, palpable in the air. The fans, sensing the importance of the moment, were on the edge of their seats, their hopes and fears intertwined. Every near miss, every close call, sent a ripple of nervous energy through the stands. Then, in the 68th minute, the deadlock was broken. Max Arfsten, a name that would soon be etched in the memories of American soccer fans, stepped up to deliver a moment of brilliance. A quick interchange down the right wing, a flurry of passes executed with precision and intent, unlocked the Costa Rican defense. The ball moved swiftly, a testament to the team's understanding and cohesion. Arfsten, with a deft touch, found space in the box, creating just enough separation from his marker. He sized up the situation in a split second and fired a low-driven shot with his favored left foot, placing it perfectly into the bottom corner, beyond the reach of the diving goalkeeper. The stadium exploded, a cacophony of cheers, screams, and pure, unadulterated joy. The stands erupted in a sea of waving flags and jubilant faces. Arfsten's first international goal, a moment he had dreamed of since he was a child, and what a time to score it. He wheeled away in celebration, arms outstretched, soaking in the adulation of the crowd. The U.S. had weathered the storm, absorbing the pressure from Costa Rica, and now they had regained the lead, a crucial advantage in this tense encounter. The players embraced, a sense of relief washing over them. Now the task was to hold on, to defend their slender lead with unwavering resolve. The team reorganized, adopting a more compact defensive shape. Costa Rica, desperate to avoid defeat, would throw everything forward in search of another equalizer, launching wave after wave of attacks. The American fans were on their feet, a wall of noise and unwavering support, willing their team to the finish line, urging them to defend with every ounce of their energy. The final stretch promised high drama, a nail-biting conclusion to a fiercely contested match. Every tackle, every interception, every clearance was met with thunderous applause. Every moment mattered. Every second ticked away like an eternity. The players on the field were giving it their all, pushing themselves to the limit. The tension was almost unbearable, a suffocating atmosphere of anticipation and anxiety. The fans held their breath, their hearts pounding in their chests as the clock continued to wind down. As the clock wound down, the U.S. dropped deep, defending their 2-1 lead. Costa Rica pressed relentlessly, winning corners and free kicks. Mattfreese made key saves, but the pressure was mounting. In the 85th minute, Alonso Martinez broke through, timing his run perfectly and slotting past Freese. Costa Rica had equalized again. The stadium fell silent. The final minutes were frantic, both teams desperate for a winner. But the whistle blew. 2-2 after 90 minutes. Players collapsed, exhausted. The drama was far from over. The new Gold Cup rules meant no extra time. Penalties awaited. The tension was at its peak. Everything would be decided from the spot. The stage was set for a nerve-wracking shootout. With no extra time in the quarterfinals, the match went straight to penalties. The new rule added a brutal layer of strategy. Every late substitution, every decision was made with the shootout in mind. The atmosphere in NRG Stadium was electric, anxiety hanging in the air. Penalty shootouts are pure theater, a test of nerve, skill, and luck. coaches picked their 5 best takers, gave final words to their goalkeepers. For the players, it was a lonely walk to the spot, the weight of a nation on their shoulders. For the keepers, a chance to become instant heroes. The teams huddled, the crowd held its breath. The lottery of the shootout was about to begin. Everything was on the line. The penalty shootout began, a crucible of pressure and precision. Every kick, every save, held the weight of the match, the hopes of a nation. The tension in the stadium was palpable, a thick blanket of anticipation and anxiety. You could feel the collective breath held by thousands as each player stepped up to face their destiny. The U.S. faced an early setback, missing their first kick. The ball sailed wide, a collective groan echoing through the stands. The disappointment was etched on the player's face, the weight of the miss heavy on his shoulders. Costa Rica seized the advantage, calmly converting their first attempt. A surge of elation erupted from their side of the stadium, a stark contrast to the sinking feeling among the American supporters. The pressure mounted on the U.S. to respond. The Americans were immediately on the back foot, the early deficit casting a shadow of doubt over their chances. The players looked dejected, the weight of expectation pressing down on them. Worried faces filled the stands, the initial optimism fading with each passing moment. But then, Mattfreese stepped up, a beacon of calm amidst the storm. His eyes were focused, his demeanor resolute. He knew the fate of the team rested, at least in part, on his shoulders. On Costa Rica's second attempt, the tension was almost unbearable. The Costa Rican player approached the spot, his face a mask of concentration, the weight of the moment pressing down on him. Freese dove right, a spectacular save. He anticipated the shot perfectly, his outstretched hand denying Costa Rica a crucial goal. The stadium erupted in a deafening roar. The momentum had shifted. The save ignited a spark of hope, a surge of belief coursing through the veins of every American fan. The U.S. was back in it, the equalizer a testament to Freese's incredible athleticism and composure. The players celebrated wildly, a huddle of renewed determination and shared belief. Freese wasn't done. On the third Costa Rican kick, he remained a picture of focus, his eyes locked on the ball, his mind clear and ready. He dove left, another incredible save. His reflexes were lightning fast, his positioning impeccable. He was proving to be an impenetrable wall. The American players rallied around their keeper, showering him with praise and gratitude. They knew they were witnessing something special, a performance for the ages. Freese was in the zone, a wall in goal, radiating confidence and control. He commanded his penalty area, a force to be reckoned with. After another U.S. conversion, the score was level, the tension ratcheting up with each successful kick. The celebrations were more measured now, a sense of cautious optimism prevailing. Freese faced Costa Rica's fifth penalty, the moment of truth hanging in the balance. This was it, the chance to seal the victory, to etch his name into the annals of American soccer history. A save would win it. The stadium held its breath, the silence broken only by the pounding of hearts. The pressure was immense, the stakes couldn't be higher. He guessed right, made a third save, securing the win for the U.S. The stadium exploded in jubilation, a wave of pure, unadulterated joy washing over the crowd. Freese had delivered a legendary performance, a masterclass in goalkeeping under the most intense pressure. His name would forever be synonymous with this victory. The U.S. had missed some kicks, faltered at times, but they never lost their belief, their determination fueled by Freese's unwavering brilliance. But Freese's heroics kept them alive, his saves not just preventing goals, but injecting hope and belief into his teammates. He gave his team multiple chances to win, his saves providing the platform for their eventual triumph. He was the rock upon which their victory was built. The shootout was now in sudden death, a nerve-wracking finale to a game filled with drama and suspense. Every kick was a potential game winner, every save a moment of pure agony or ecstasy. Sudden death, each kick could end it. The responsibility fell to Damian Downs, one of the youngest on the field. Calm and focused, Downs stepped up for the U.S. He sent the keeper the wrong way goal. The stadium erupted, but Costa Rica still had a chance. Their sixth taker stepped up, but the pressure was too much. The shot sailed over the bar. It was over. The United States had won. Downs and Freese were mobbed by teammates. The celebration was wild, a release of all the tension. The U.S. had survived a classic encounter. The dream was alive. This win was more than a result. It was a statement. The young U.S. team had faced adversity and never broke. They showed resilience and togetherness, emerging stronger. Now, they turn to the semifinals against Guatemala, a surprise package. The match in St. Louis promises another electric atmosphere. The U.S. cannot afford complacency. Every opponent is dangerous now. This victory adds another chapter to USMNT's Gold Cup legacy. 2 wins from the trophy. The dream of back-to-back titles is alive. Fans across the country are ready for the next chapter. The journey continues, battle-tested, full of belief, eyes on the prize.